Pro Tips, sponsored by Journey at Pachanga. Play on another level.
Once again with the Director of Golf Instruction, Randy Chang. And Randy, one of the things that all amateurs are guilty of is having a tee time at, like, say, 9:50, showing up at the golf course at 9:40. That creates issues with your back, doesn't it?
That's a big thing today, is safety and injury. As we saw with Tiger Woods, Natalie Gulbis, as far as back injuries go, and a lot of it has to do with the golf swing. And most of it has to do with the one thing we've been taught for centuries, which is keep that head down. Again, not a wrong statement, but an overdone one that has led to injuries. I'll give you an example. When I get to the ranges, I see the dads with their juniors telling them one thing: keep your head down. I see them put their hand or a club. Once you put a club on my head here, I see this a lot. I said, don't move your head, right? So they're going to swing as hard as they can. They do that. Oh, I can't even do that as an example anymore. But they're young, and they can go ahead and do that, and they're putting stress on the back at a very early age. So I have a good friend of mine, John Thomas, physical therapist, TPI certified, that deals with this on a daily basis. He's going to show us exactly what happens with his clients that he sees on a daily basis and what goes on with the spine.
So Randy, that finishing position that you were just showing, that really extends the low back, putting a lot of force through that lower area and creating pain.
Right. And so the disc gets a squeeze, and that's why we see all these back surgeries and problems.
Correct.
The other thing, as far as stretching goes, I know there are certain stretches that I see all the time before you go out to play, which I know is very important to do so. You say that there are certain stretches that you not recommend to do, and here's some better ways to stretch before you play the game.
Correct. That low back needs to be stable, and you want to have mobility above and below it.
Okay.
And commonly, people will stretch that area because it feels tight.
Right.
And a common stretch that I'll see from the golfers is they put their knee up and they pull their leg across, trying to really get that stretch to the low back.
It feels good.
That feels good, but they're continuing to move too much from an area that needs to be stable.
Okay.
So a better option would be on your side, stabilizing the legs, keeping the low back from moving, and trying to move the upper back and that rib cage.
So this is a better stretch than what we normally see when you first get cold in the morning coming out to play.
Correct. You want to prepare that body for that movement, and obviously you would do both sides.
So Jim, do you stretch before you play?
Not recently.
Well, I think that's the message here, to protect, so they can play this game of golf for a long time, like get old like you and me.
So remember, go early, stretch, have fun.